Hi, and welcome to the next tutorial in the Antonov 2.4 series for Community Edition Antonov Explain 11. Now, today I'm just going to show you some Autopilot functionality. It's quite easy. The Autopilot is located down here. What you do before you start flying is you make sure that it's primed. So currently I am actually priming the actual Autopilot by setting these three knobs 1, 2 and further set aside 3 on the upwards position. Yellow light indicates that the Autopilot is primed, and when you're flying you bring it up like so. You can increase the size and you can reduce the size at your whim, however it fits you, if you have a large screen or a small one. As you can see, there are the Autopilot is quite basic, something that we will see an example of very soon. You have a descent, so you hold this button to make sure that the descent, that the Autopilot pitches down. Climb to make sure that the Autopilot climbs up. Pitch button down here is all about the if the pitch mode is enabled or not. You have auto trim, which is a rather convenient option, and the actual power. To engage the Autopilot, you click on the AP button in the middle. You have, let's see here, you have some other functionality here. The first one is the is for your gyroscopic fluxgate compass hold. Now, I can't actually. I'm quite uncertain what it does, so I don't use it. The second option is the one that I use quite often when I need very steep turns. It's the actual turn knob, which makes sure that you turn with approximately 20 to 25 degrees of bank. You never use flaps and you never retract them when you turn as much. And when you are using flaps, you are limited to 15 degrees of turning. So in that case, I would opt in to use heading hold, which is on the downside here. So you have bank indicator, bank knob, and the heading hold at the bottom. So what do the other two buttons do? Well, the first one here in the middle actually levels out your aircraft. Make sure that if you're in a turn and climbing, it kind of levels out. Very useful during emergencies and if you get yourself disoriented. So just click this button and the aircraft will line itself up without you needing to think too much. And the ALT button is the altitude hold button. So what we are going to do now is we are going to depart with the Autopilot arms, and I'm going to just make sure that this Autopilot is taking quite a lot of screen space so you can see what I'm doing. And during our departure, when we will level up, we need to make sure that we are approximately 1 to 2 at max meters per second, and when we wish to capture, just right before capturing the actual altitude, and then we press the ALT. If you have a number above it or below, if you are descending, what will happen is the actual aircraft itself will not be able to capture, and it will sway up and down since it's not that stable during the flight. This is one of the reasons why the seatbelt signs need to be on until the plane is straight and flying straight and level in cruise. So let's go. Almost forgot. There we go. And this is like a quick and dirty takeoff. There you go, takeoff power set. And 180, takeoff. Okay, gear going up. Gear is up. Set in neutral. Okay, the plane wants to go a little bit to the right. I won't let it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to engage the autopilot, like so. Okay, so it's kind of holding our pitch that we have currently. It's trying to hold the pitch. I'm going to reject the flaps, climb power, set, blades on, and let's start and level out here. Let's see here. There we go. 5 meters per second. Move down a little bit more, and there we go. So let's say we want to capture 1000, I don't know, 700. So the last 100 feet I would urge you to just hold the climb setting and make sure that the aircraft is not climbing way too fast like it did now. And click on the ALT button. You'll see that the aircraft reacts quite late. So we overshot our height. And this may be due to the actual turbulence in the air. It seems to be turbulence. And set it on cruise power now to approximately 55 to 60 percentage of the RPMs. And that's about it for the actual autopilot. Descending goes the same. Let's see if we start and engage our turns here. As you can see, we are turning to the left hand side. And if we wish to level out, we can click on like so. There is a heading hold as well. So if we set our heading right now to intercept maybe 210, like so. This is our current heading. So we click on the turn button and the aircraft starts to turn. However, it turns with only 15 degree of bank at max. Well, it tries to hold it at least. And you can see how the aircraft turns now. So yeah, it will capture the actual turn. And you can see that it's capturing the actual turn. So I'm going to go and continue turning and show you the wings level option. Let's initiate a climb. Let's say we are climbing here and initiating a turn. So if I click on the horizon, you will see that the aircraft is going to level out by itself, trying to hold the altitude that was set before. However, it will continue to turn, so the level out option is only temporary. It's not permanent, so I would urge you to set everything up as you want it. In the meantime, you're trying to get your bearings. And there we go, it stopped turning and it's flying wings level. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial, and yeah, cheers, let me know if you need anything.